Hey, good morning, man. I was pressing all kinds of buttons this morning. I don't know what was going on with me. I guess because I didn't really have my breakfast. Good morning, cartoon crew. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Saturday morning, and it's not classic television SmackDown. I didn't even change that freaking thing up there in the corner. Along with my lovely co-hosts, Merrie and Jerome. Let me change the brand up at the top there. Who do I think I am? Okay, how about that?
There you go.
All right. Sorry about that. I hadn't.
No, we'll just stare at your chest.
Yeah. I'd rather stare at. Never mind. Anyway, so welcome to Saturday morning cartoons. How you guys doing this morning?
Tired.
After last night's show, which we had a lot of fun, talking about some classic television, I stayed up a little bit, but I still got up at my usual time at 5:30 this morning and just kind of fiddled around a bit, worked a little bit on the show. What's going on? What's new, Rose? Tell me something new while you watch my butt go by.
I had 3 days off. It was really nice. Celebrated my son's 18th birthday. We went to Dave & Buster's and, spent a lot of money. That place is so expensive, but the prizes there are a lot better than Chuck E. Cheese, I do have to say. He banked because we went like 4 years ago up in Orlando for Dave & Buster's, and we never turned the stuff in. So he had all the points from that plus the stuff for his birthday. So he went on a shopping spree. So, every boy needs a boomerang, okay?
Yes. I've got two of them.
Well,
they're hard to get rid of.
I had a boomerang when I was growing up, and those decapitated squirrels have yet to forgive me.
They're hard to get rid of.
Yeah, they just
always keep coming back.
Right? Hey, welcome to Jerome's Throwback Saturday. All right. Oh my God.
We've had not enough caffeine. You can tell that.
Yeah, I was, I can't even talk. Anyway, well, happy birthday to your son. If there's anybody else's birthday out there, you might want to post it so we can go ahead and say happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. My boomerang won't come back. Well, that's what you get for straightening it out. Sorry.
She throws it out there and with a dog, it'll come back.
Man, she ought to swing around a bit and never mind. We're getting desperate now.
Yeah, we are.
So yesterday at Classic Television SmackDown, which is a great show, by the way, it's one of those cycles in our schedule where each one of us has to do a show on a Friday and a show on a Saturday. And I'm sure you guys can agree with me that it is tiring, isn't it? It is a lot of work.
It is.
It is.
I've done 3, and you've done multiple too, so you know what it's like.
It's a lot of work putting on these shows, but I can't wait until. No, I can stay here forever, but when it's over, I'm going out in the glorious sunshine today. Actually headed for the office.
Put some sunscreen on.
Yeah, I got so much.
We've had some gorgeous weather the past few days. I have to
say. Absolutely. Hey, one of my favorite Tom and Jerry cartoons was on this morning on MeTV's classic. MeTV's Saturday morning cartoons. I'm sorry. You remember the Tom and Jerry episode where they were the Musketeers?
I was just thinking about the Musketeers.
Yeah.
The little guy.
Yeah.
The little guy in the diaper.
Yeah. He was speaking French and it was so freaking cute and
I love that.
whatever.
I love that.
So I watched that this morning. Of course, that was after the Petticoat Junctions episode I saw where the youngest daughter got married to the guy that you guys didn't recognize or had never seen before yesterday. Well, this morning was the wedding.
So the singer dude.
Yeah, the singer, it was so.
Who is the singer dude?
I don't know his. I think Mike put it up yesterday on what his name was and who he was, but I didn't remember seeing him prior to him joining Petticoat Junction. He was actually the middle son on My Three Sons, one of his best friends.
Oh, wow.
Back then. So it's black and white. And I saw this guy, he was younger looking, of course. Hey, wait a minute. I know that guy from Petticoat Junction. You know, of course, he had joined Petticoat Junction by that time. Hey, look, we got a really interesting show this morning. I have some really cool stuff to show you guys, but this was probably, and I guess, you know, maybe Jerome can agree with me on this. There was some point in our childhood where we all wanted to be superheroes.
Oh, wow.
And,
what do you mean some point?
And have the powers of superheroes.
I still want that.
When we saw a cartoon creature, okay, shall I say, basically having powers that we all wish we had, we pretty much hooked into that too, and kind of made it a standard on Saturday mornings when this show was on. So before we get started, I'm going to go, well, not before we get started, we're going to get started. I want to show you guys what this show is all about this morning. So, disclaimer. If we get knocked off, because we are showing shows from one of our parents, shall I say, who may wag a finger at us, make sure you just search around for us. Go on Rose's page, go on HWWS Web TV page, go on, you know, if
are we on Twitter?
Go to YouTube. Say again.
Yes, on Twitter.
We're on Twitter and we're also on Twitch.
Okay.
So find us, seek us out, and just rejoin the show. Okay. So we're taking a chance trying to get through this entire show without any of us receiving email this morning. You know, so we get those kind of messages. Hi, I'm Mr. Algorithm here at Warner Entertainment, and shame. You know, so
for shame.
So we're gonna try to avoid that. But here is the start of our show. I love this creature. Actually, love them both for different reasons, of course, and we're gonna talk about that during today's show. So here we go. All right, from 1966 to 1968, the Roadrunner show initially ran for 2 seasons on CBS. From 1968 to 1969, CBS combined the Roadrunner show with the Bugs Bunny show to produce the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour. The Roadrunner and the Coyote more often shared at least an hour with Bugs Bunny on CBS in 1971. ABC picked up the Roadrunner show and ran for 2 seasons until 1973, when the network dropped the show due to its excessively aggressive scenes. I'm going to stop here for a minute. Okay, my generation knew not to drop anvils on top of people's heads, okay? Leap off a cliff, thinks you're going to suspend in midair before you do. My generation was the intelligent generation. this current generation, where's Rachel and your son? This current generation always wants to test our patience. They don't believe half the things they see, and they're going to go out and prove it. Unfortunately, they can never come back to us to see if we actually believe them then because they're dead. Okay, so my generation, this was taken off the air because of aggressive scenes. Yeah, I'm going to paint
another mother's group that was concerned about violence on television.
Okay, I'm going to paint a tunnel on someone's wall who I don't like, or a person who I don't like, on their wall of their house. I'm going to paint a tunnel with a white line leading up to it just to see if I can make the news. Come on now. So it is just unbelievable. So anyway.
So I can't come to your house with my buckets of paint. Right?
No, shut up, Jerome. Okay. Later on.
I don't know of any kid who can lift an anvil. Okay.
That's another point. Yeah,
Good point.
Let's drag it into a hotel. Let's put it in the elevator so we don't have to carry it up the stairs. Let's get out to the roof. Oh, look, there's my boss. As if you're actually going to hit him anyway. So anyway, later on, CBS reacquired the show and aired them as reruns under the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner hour until the mid-'80s. Okay, each show would feature one Roadrunner cartoon with Tweety and Sylvester cartoon in the middle segment and other Warner Brother animated characters in the third segment. The intro, and I'm going to get back to those segments later on and explain a little bit more of that. The intro of every cartoon was replaced with a simple title card along with a shortened version of William Lava's arrangement of The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys now before I continue. Let me drop this and go on to, by the way, that intro you noticed did not have the classic music or the classic lyrics of the Roadrunner show, but you will hear those later. But that, in fact, was a rare intro to the Roadrunner show. And I like to find rare items. Now, a lot of people don't really understand, well, what is a Roadrunner? And it's really interesting because in my lifetime, in my lifetime, I feel like I'm in Twister when I say cow. You know, it just comes. Yeah. You know, you got cat. I see the tail.
Same cat.
Cat. So I remember. Like I was saying, a lot of people don't really know what a Roadrunner is. I remember I vacationed in Palm Springs, California. Okay. Talk about desert heat. Now we know the differences between dry heat and wet heat, shall I say?
It's still hot.
It's
I don't care, dry or wet. I've been in Phoenix.
I tell people that all the time. I said it's microwave. Well, that's when I saw my first Roadrunner live. Wow. And it wasn't running. It was taking his time crossing the road in front of my car.
Oh my God. So the joke is, why'd the Roadrunner cross the street?
Because he could, and no one.
Okay. Because he was being chased by the Coyote?
So I'm like, oh my God, look, that's a road. That's a road. Well, I want to show you guys a little scientific information on an actual Roadrunner. It has a little comedic value in it too, but check this out for a minute, okay? By the way, top speed of Roadrunner is 26 miles per hour, okay? Here we go.
The dinosaurs' real descendants are birds. Because they fly, we rarely notice that they walk on two legs like we do. But the Roadrunner is an exception. Its comical human-like gait made it a cartoon character. To save energy for its sprint, the Roadrunner exposes a solar panel. This dark skin patch raises its body temperature 7 degrees.
Like a thermometer going in.
Yeah.
It's primed for a superheated performance.
I ain't a fan of that butt flaring girl.
And he's off.
To the Roadrunner, our open roads are racetracks, good for chasing insects and lizards. Its tiny legs take it to 26 miles an hour. If our legs moved this fast, we would overtake any speeding bike. Because two-legged running limits our own speed, we use artificial means of travel, such as flying. But even though it can fly, the strange roadrunner chooses to run on two legs for speed. Our machines take us ever faster.
All right, so that was literally a real life Roadrunner. If none of you have ever seen the Roadrunner before, if you can run like the Roadrunner, I like to see that. I'm really not sure what the top speed of a human being is. I know it can go in seconds and at like 9 yards or 10
Well,
yards.
the 100-meter dash Olympics is down to almost 9.5 seconds.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. And that's
all you see.
That's like 300 feet, in 9 seconds. And of course, I'm in a race and getting a medal or getting paid for it. I'm not busting my butt for that fast. All right, so the second cartoon in the Roadrunner show was always one from the Tweety Bird and Sylvester Cat series of cartoons. Each Tweety and Sylvester cartoon presented on the Roadrunner show was titled with a scene of Sylvester, which I've never noticed this, titled with a scene of Sylvester glancing from behind a tree at a running Tweety. McKimson, who we know as Bob McKimson, one of the animators, probably was responsible for those title cards, though whether he personally drew them is questionable because Sylvester in them looks quite like he did in Freleng's cartoons. Someone from the pre-1964 Freleng cartoon animation unit at Warner Brothers might have provided talents for the drawing of the I'm about to say the Twester. The Twester. Instead of saying Tweety and Sylvester, I wanted to say Twester, which I think is
Twester, huh?
So the third cartoon, the third and last during the Roadrunner show, was a cartoon with one of some of the following characters. There was Sylvester, of course, Sylvester Jr., Hippity Hopper, Speedy Gonzalez, which I have something interesting to show you guys later on about Speedy Gonzalez, Ralph Wolf, which I actually remember Ralph Wolf. I don't know if you guys did, but most of you guys should have remembered Sam Sheepdog. Okay, remember Sam Sheep? You never saw his eyes. Well, I think he lifted his mane once to show his eyes. I think Sylvester lifted his mane to see his eyes, and there was redness in there from being angry and whatever. Okay, and we saw Pepe Le Pew, we saw Foghorn Leghorn, Henry Hawk. I'm a chicken hawk. Miss yes. I did a pretty good.
I say your gums are flapping, but no words are coming out.
Elmer Fudd, Canine Spike and Chester, the Rump Cake Eating Mouse, Angelo the Mighty Flea, Bulldog and Daffy Duck, and title with a group of 5 characters. Blah 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 blah. The characters on the title card look like they could have been drawn by McKimsky. Anyway, so that was the third part of the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show. Now, before we go on to our next clip, let me tell you guys pretty much the premise of the Roadrunner show. The desert in the U.S. Southwest is the natural habitat of the Roadrunner, a high-octane cartoon bird who runs so fast on the desert's roadways that he leaves a trail of flame or causes pavement to ripple, distort, or roll up like a carpet. Okay, this speedy bird is unrelentingly chased by a hungry coyote named Wile E. Coyote. Oh, Jerome didn't say it. He didn't see me point.
I'm sorry.
Wile E. Coyote.
Super genius.
There you go. Who, though believing himself to be a genius, repeatedly fails to catch the Roadrunner and its endless supply of Acme Corporation gadgets, weapons, and other paraphernalia.
I think Acme changed its name.
To what?
Amazon.
Oh, you should know. Anyway, episodes of this television series contain 3 theatrical cartoons, one with the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, one with Tweety Bird and Sylvester Cat, and one with other characters from Warner Brothers cartoon classics. So I want to show you guys right now the 1949 theatrical movie, not the entire movie, of course, which was entitled Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious. So check this out, just a few clips of it. All right, we'll go ahead and end it there. And hey, where'd my script go? Dag nabbit, it just flicked off the board. I got it back. So that was the 1949 theatrical version, and back in the 40s, of course, there was really no TV around, so that's kind of the only way you could be introduced. Of course, during our era, when we grew up, we saw things via reruns, via much like Tom and Jerry. Their theatrical shows were incredible. You saw the orchestra in the background. It was just an unbelievable time in our era when we saw stuff that we didn't have to go to the theater to watch before the main features.
Uh-oh, did he lock up? He locked up. So the Roadrunner, basically by Chuck Jones. Everything with the Roadrunner was Chuck Jones involved. Okay. And one of the things that Chuck Jones said when he was creating and doing this is that Mr. Coyote cannot be hurt by the Roadrunner. Everything has to be because of his own incompetence. Okay. Rose, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You weren't moving. That worried me. You were like, you were frozen.
I'm like looking at Mark and I'm like, is he coming back?
I don't know, but he's locked up. So quick, let's go do something before he gets back. You know, it's like when the teacher walks out of the room. What's your thoughts on the Roadrunner and Coyote there, Rose?
I always rooted for the Coyote.
Me too.
And all I know, I mean, I watched it a lot. It was my father's favorite Warner Brothers cartoon. He loved Coyote and the Roadrunner. And you know, it was not one of my favorites, I have to say.
Yeah.
Because I always thought it was like really like the same story over and over again.
It was.
But you know, some of his plans were pretty ingenious, you know, even though they never worked out.
You know, I actually went online this morning before the show and I looked up rocket skates.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Acme rocket skates, which are basically the old school skates that you put over your shoes, and they had fireworks attached to either side. You light them up and off you went. Well, supposedly rocket skates exist. Well, they don't, because all that they are nowadays is just motorized skates, which is so depressing. I want real fireworks attached to the skates, you know? But it was always interesting, all the gadgets he got from Acme on that sort of thing, you know? And
yeah, absolutely. You know, the one that I think of a lot is the one where he's wearing that flying suit with the wings.
The bat wings.
Yeah, the bat wings. You know, and he's got that helmet on.
The helmet.
Like, you know, yeah.
It's got the fin down the middle.
Right into the thing. What happened with Mark is that he lost power at his house. So everything has to reboot back. So that's what happened. So
okay. So I guess we'll have to chat while we wait for Mark to come back.
But yeah, that one I remember a lot. I think I saw that one a lot where he was. I think it was like a green like suit to help him with what aerodynamic. You know.
Yeah. But Deb, did you notice that for a desert, there's an awful lot of cliffs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know.
It's sort of like I always thought it was like around the Grand Canyon is where I pictured it in my head as a kid.
Yeah, and one of my favorites was always when and this may have been one of the later ones was when he would always hold up a sign. You know?
He did that a lot.
Be like, ouch. You know, you just go, oh no. And I'll be honest, when I was a kid, and this Mark's gonna get over the high dive at the local pool, we would all try to run really far out and see how long we could stay in the air. You know?
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, it was safe to do. It was water underneath you, you know.
But yeah, how long could you last? Not very long.
No, maybe half a second if you got if you got a really good run, you know. You know, but that was all just that horizontal velocity thing, you know.
When you did it, did you go ding?
No. But we all did run like that, you know. Yeah, but you know, it was silly, you know, because of the like I said, it was a pool, so it was safe to do. You know, we knew not to do it on a rooftop or a cliff,
absolutely.
You know, but yeah, the Roadrunner, you're right. It's pretty much the same story. And just so people know that, especially Mike and Mark, when the super genius part of Roadrunner, that was actually a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he comes up, builds a door in front of Bugs's hole, and then rings a doorbell. Bugs, his elevator thing comes up. He opens the door, and Wile E hands him a card that says Super Genius. And at which point, Coyote, who actually talks in this one, tells Bugs that he might as well just get into the bag because he's going to eat him anyway. And if he doesn't, then, you know, he'll have to do the inevitable, you know, fight and chase.
Yeah, but there was that one episode where he like is in midair and it says Super Genius underneath.
Does it? I don't remember that one.
Yeah, and the other one, it has like the name, but it's like, you know, like genus, you know. And then they had the Roadrunner, and I forget, it was like fastest something, or you know, underneath them. So.
Yeah, they kept changing the Latin definition of who he was.
Yeah.
You know, and what I always loved was the when they painted the tunnels, right?
Yeah.
Either the Roadrunner could go through it and the Coyote couldn't, or there would be this big truck coming out of it, you know. And you're just kind of going, as a kid, you're kind of going, that makes no sense, you know. I liked also
when these huge boxes of birdseed.
Yes, man, I swear that the whoever owned the birdseed stock, you know, the company, you know, a train too. Yeah, Mike. I want to know who. I mean, I really want to know. I think Wile E, Coyote, and maybe Daffy and Bugs kept Acme in business. You know, they. I think Amazon got the idea of Amazon from Acme about how fast the delivery times are. Also. You know,
he's in the lobby.
Yeah, he's getting his secret messages going. He's going to be here shortly, folks. So yeah, Mike. Yeah, a train was sometimes, but usually it was a truck. You know
now he's out of the lobby.
Oh.
Device is not. He's trying to get connected back on.
Yeah, I know.
I see him.
I do.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh my God, you guys! Hold on. I'm trying to.
You got the reverb.
Yeah, you got the reverb going.
Because I'm in the studio on my phone as well, and I'm trying to shut it up. Shut up. 1, 2, 3. Is it better?
Yes. It's like Mark yelling at the cliff face, you know. Hello, shut up.
Everything, and it's really funny. I have a lot of cameras in my house, and I still hear myself. All of them were trying to reset at the same time. So I get all this clicking going on. Click, 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 click. It was what we call in Florida a brownout. And it's an overload of, I guess, everybody using appliances or whatever first thing in the morning. It's very rare, and it usually happens in the heat of the summer. So I don't understand what happened today, you know.
Brittany says exactly what happened.
Brittany... All right. I hope they tie your ponytails and dip them in inkwell or something like that. That'll teach you. All right, guys. So I'm back. But anyway, so God, man, why can I not take myself off this freaking phone?
I hate when that happens. It's just like just end already.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn off the phone.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna do that. Was my last resort, but I still wanted the phone off. I'd go in and restart. Okay, so anyway, back to the Roadrunner. Thank you guys very much for joining us this morning on Saturday Morning Cartoons with our segment of Roadrunner. Did you know? Did you know that Chuck Jones had 9 golden rules for the Coyote and the Roadrunner?
Well, I know of one.
What was that one?
Like the Coyote's damage to himself, it had to be due to his own incompetence.
All right, here we go. So Chuck Jones initiated for everyone who was writing or creating the Roadrunner. These were his rules. Rule number 1 was the Roadrunner cannot harm the Coyote except by going beep beep. Some people want to say that it was meep meep with an M-E-E-P. I don't care. Either way, I loved it when I heard it. Number 2, no outside force can harm the Coyote. Only his own ineptitude or the failure of the Acme product. Better known as backfire, I think is basically what all they can say.
Before we get further on this, has the government done an investigation into Acme? I mean, the Consumer Protection Agency alone ought to be going after Acme.
Well, they fled the country and they joined the Russian military forces.
There we go. That explains that much.
All right. Okay. Rule number 3: the Coyote could stop anytime if he were not a fanatic. Repeat, a fanatic. If he was not a fanatic, in parentheses, it says a fanatic who is one who redoubles his effort when he has forgotten his aim, basically. So the Coyote could stop anytime. Now, rule number 4, no dialogue ever except beep beep. Rule number 5, the Roadrunner must stay on the road. Otherwise, logically, he would not be called a Roadrunner. Rule number 6, all action must be confined to the natural environment of the 2 characters, which was the Southwest American desert. Rule number 7, all materials, tools, weapons, or mechanical conveniences must be obtained from the Acme Corporation. I protest. No. This is a capitalistic country, man. You just can't buy your stuff. Well, he's buying from Amazon.
Acme is a monopoly.
No kidding. So was Mousetrap and Battleship, and never mind. Anyway, so whenever possible, rule number 8, by the way, whenever possible, make gravity the Coyote's greatest enemy. Okay. And of course, rule number 9, the Coyote is always more humiliated than harmed by his failures. Now, I showed you in an earlier clip, in the first clip, when yes, he did. Even Roger Rabbit did, of course. I showed you the clips of every time each one of the characters shows up. It comes on the screen, the name of the characters, and it comes up the Latin translation for that character. I'm going to show you guys now a series of Latin translations. So enjoy this. All right, so that was a series. There's more in it, but I'm not going to show you guys everything. But I thought it was genius. They came up with a Latin explanation, much like scientists do. When they find a planet or they find something, words we can't necessarily pronounce. So it's just incredible that they come up with so many different kinds of names, such like as this Accelerati Incredibus. Man, I'm a 9-10-year-old. I'm like, what? Did you guys have any trouble? I'm going to ask Rose. Did you have any trouble whatsoever pronouncing names of the Roadrunner and Coyote?
Of course. Because to me, a lot of it seemed like gibberish.
Yeah, I mean, it was gibberish. How about you, Jerome?
Well, a couple of them you could do easily, but most of them were difficult, you know?
Yep. Most of them are difficult. Okay. What other thing about clip about my storyline here that I have for you guys? The Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour. Okay.
Bugs Bunny?
Right, Bugs Bunner. Yeah, I like that. Bugs Bunner. Okay. Was CBS Saturday morning a successor to the Roadrunner show, and would coop most of the cartoons on the Roadrunner show in addition to their title cards. We got a lot of repeats between Bugs Bunny and Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show. We saw cartoons that we've seen a lot of as we grew up in the years, and I think that's why it's so much in our brain. Anything Roadrunner related, even Bugs Bunny related, because it was played over.
Oh heck, this was the show that you could actually sit with your parents with.
Yes.
Yes, you know? it was, and the fact that you can actually talk during it, because there were, other than explosions and speed sounds, you know, there really wasn't much anything else.
Yeah, but even the Looney Tunes, right? That you could sit with your parents and watch that because they could relate to that. You try to sit your parents down to watch Scooby Doo, right? They'd be like, what? I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But you watch, but I mean, my dad would watch Roadrunner with me.
Yeah. How come our parents didn't get it, but we got it when we were watching Scooby-Doo back then?
You don't even need to speak English.
You know, I can't understand that, you know, but all I can say is this is one of those few Saturday morning cartoons where you could sit in front of the TV with your mom or dad and eat your cereal, and they eat like their toast or drink their coffee, and they would watch that with you and chuckle and laugh, and there wouldn't be any, you know, most parents wouldn't look down on you for watching this.
Hey,
you know?
I want to go ahead and do a vote for people that are viewing us, who are in our chat room, of course. Who were you rooting most for? Roadrunner or the Coyote? Who were you rooting most for? The Roadrunner or the Coyote? And tell me your answers. And while you're doing that, I want to pay homage to something that I and Jerome, I think Rose too, probably not, have already seen in the theaters. And I think, and I'm pretty sure that the Coyote got this idea from any series of those movies. So take a look at this. We see this coming.
I love the jet engine noise.
Yeah, I love it. Brilliant. Yeah, I wish I could do that. I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to do that.
There you go.
All right.
You know, Rose,
have you seen those suits in real life that people wear?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was going to comment. The flying squirrel.
Yes.
Yeah, the flying squirrel outfits.
Yeah, the flying squirrel.
You cannot pay me to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but they go really far. They catch the right wind, and some of these guys can go miles, and I mean like 10, 30 miles, something like that. And it's amazing, some of that. But we were just discussing that while you were off air, Mark.
What's that?
Yeah.
Mark,
that outfit. We were talking about that outfit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, here are some of the votes already in. It seems that overwhelmingly, they did not want to vote for the underdog, because we knew who no pun intended, we knew
Coyote.
who the underdog was.
I'm
voting Coyote.
I'm a Coyote lover.
Yeah, Coyote.
Well, there you go. Super G. There you go. Mike's a Coyote. Okay, so that's actually it's 3-2 if the votes are still coming in so far. And I think Coyote is winning out on that. Now Coyote, of course, would not have caught, or well, stop that word because he hasn't. Kinda did, kinda not. Would not have been able to attempt a capture of Roadrunner without these instruments, and these instruments are very, very important in the success of the Coyote's attempt. Come on, man. In real life, we all know that a coyote can't pick up squat. So I don't know how he was able to do all this stuff.
Oh, I can tell you exactly how.
Tell me how.
Okay, it's the American Southwest, right?
Yes.
Did they not in the 1940s and 50s have a lot of atomic tests? So he's a mutation.
Hey, no pun intended. So it must have been them.
That's good. That's good. That's good. You have to know the movie reference, Rose.
Yeah, you do, Rose. Yeah,
it's a giant ant movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, now you got it. Yeah, yeah.
But that's the only explanation I could ever come up with as a kid is that after seeing them and other ones, it had to have been an atomic reaction.
So
I never thought of that.
You're saying, sir, that because of the atomic actions in supposedly New Mexico desert or wherever this is held, that the coyote grew a thumb. Is that what you're saying?
And that's also why the Roadrunner became so fast that the road started doing weird things.
Oh, because of the heat that kind of
from his speed.
You're a nut.
Thank you. Oh no. Guaranteed slippery.
Hey, there you go, Phil. Oh my God.
That's a see?
Atomic flies. That was a bad idea.
RPM.
I remember that.
That's a fun.
Those were fun.
A lot of Acme birdseed.
There's a lot of Acme everything.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yep. There you go.
I want to know who your research department is. I'm going to mute this, but keep it running. As you guys can see, Acme produced so many. You can find anything you want if you go to Acme's website right now, and you can put all of this stuff in the cart. Guaranteed it'll either be delivered by 10 p.m. tonight, or tomorrow, because that's just how Acme rolls. Just look at all of these items that Acme put out, and it's probably, if they don't have it, they'll create it.
Yeah.
We ought to do some sort of slogan like that. If we ain't got it, we'll do it. Something like that. Well,
you have to give it to these writers to come up with these creative, different versions of the exact same storyline.
Yeah, it's exactly right. And Cheryl, unfortunately, go ahead.
I want to know is the explosive department of Acme. They had a lot of. Was that government surplus bombs?
From what I hear, there's a high turnover at that company. So
one bomb, one balloon.
Yeah, they got a slogan right over the door before you go to your locker room. Next, that's the signage.
I keep thinking that it had to be the minions who built stuff from Despicable Me.
Yeah, but they either they survive or they multiply like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
It's just some unbelievable thing. And typically the ultimate effect from everything, as we can see, still seeing now, that the Coyote does usually ends up like that.
You know what,
You know?
Rose? You have to have your daughter go join Acme. She can just
Oh,
let her mind go crazy with it. Look at what they're making. You know, she can make whatever she wants.
Yeah,
maybe she can get an internship there.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I gotta see if the one that I love is there. No, and I don't care about that one.
If Rachel does not succeed in the research department at Acme, she'll have all the DNA she'll need. Hold on, Jerome. She'll have all the DNA she'll need to carry out, her job. So, what were you saying now, Jerome?
I was watching this. They had the rat.
Hey,
had the powered skates.
Yeah, I wish I could Photoshop Jerome's head over this body. I think that's Jerome right there, basically saying, "Hold my beer." Okay, so
you know that's what if the Coyote had any friends nearby, he'd be saying the same thing. He'd be doing the here, hold my beer.
Hold my beer, exactly. And of course his buddies are sitting back going, "Oh, there goes another one." Something like that. But yeah, right. Mike, you're right about that. The prices have got to be dirt cheap. But as you guys can see, there is a bevy of Acme products. Hats off to the guy who created this YouTube video of all the, he had to scour through every freaking Roadrunner episode for,
loads of laughs.
Loads of laughs. Loads of laughs on that one. Yeah. What is that? Oh,
that's the Acme ice machine. And now it's the sew machine. You got the next one.
Oh, it's just so many things there. And the waste alone, the American Southwest has to be a massive junkyard thanks to the Coyote. All these things that blew up in his face. Oh, that'll work.
That's the Acme trapdoor.
It's engineering feat what he did.
There was another one he did that I loved that was really incredibly brilliant. Was he had a refrigerator with an ice maker on his back, and it would make the ice and the ice would fall in front of him, and he had it attached to a grinder that basically turned it into snow, and he would ski, on the Southwest to make his ski, going. Oh no, not the Acme. See, there we go.
So many things there. The decades that we've watched Roadrunner, of course, decades including reruns. I'm thinking that all of the original cartoon content had things. Had all original items. I would love to be in that writer's room.
Oh,
just hey, got a great idea. Why don't we have a sky hook, and then it just goes on from there, whatever. So those were Acme items, guys. Once again, here on Saturday Morning Cartoons, we're talking about the Roadrunner show, a show that we saw back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, thanks to reruns, and how we to continually love content creators continually use Roadrunner and especially Coyote as a go-to. And this next video I'm going to show you guys from something more recent that compared the ability of the Roadrunner, exactly how good he really is, and how he will take on all challengers. So I want you guys to watch this. And in the beginning, I want you guys to start rooting for a winner, okay? I want you guys to start rooting for a winner. Man, just brilliant. I love wholesome cartoons. No fart jokes in them. Nobody throwing up. This is just wholesome stuff from our heroes back in the past to recently now with the Flash and Cartoon
I was
Network.
rooting for the Flash all the way.
Oh, were you rooting for
Yes.
Rose? Who were you rooting for?
I
may
was
I
rooting for
ask you?
Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, very good. Very good. And I stayed true to the Roadrunner. I'm sorry. I think we're all thinking that the Roadrunner is a female. What do you think?
Yeah, I could believe that.
No, it's a male.
Oh,
Is it?
whoa. Jerome says yes. Rose says no. Why, Rose?
Because in that one episode where he got the female costume, and I think they refer to him as a boy in a couple of episodes.
Good eye. Good eye. Excellent eye. I would never have thought of him as
But I also
boy.
looked at the eyelashes. One of the ways that they would always determine females of it or whatever
True.
would be these weird eyelashes. And he'd sometimes have those eyelashes.
Yes, you're right. But I agree with Cheryl here. That was a brilliant episode. Look like we're going to end on time here because I have 2 more to show you guys. But once again, the Roadrunner show is a classic. It'll never go away. And I think it's something that we'll remember till the day we. Can you imagine me laying in my deathbed?
And you're going beep, beep.
Yes, you guys are coming by to visit, and just out of the blue, I go beep, beep. And then, people going, what was that about? What? You guys don't? And then everybody in the room who came to visit me are now talking about the Roadrunner.
They'll like go over to a computer screen or whatever and watch Roadrunners while you're dying.
Yeah, well, I'm dying.
So instead of your dying words being rosebud, it would be meep meep.
Beep, beep.
and then you have to go back and find out what he's talking about.
Yeah, it'd be a big hunt to figure out what he's talking about.
Citizen Mark.
But Speedy Gonzalez would come in the room and translate it to Rosebud. He would translate it to Rosebud. Hey, so due to the fact that the Roadrunner and the Coyote cartoons have been out, I'm going to show you guys a commercial which basically shows you guys the DV that talked about it coming out on, of course, on DVD. So take a look at this real quick.
For the first time ever on DVD. They've been the one cat and mouse team that every home would welcome.
Absolutely!
Now, go back to the beginning.
You hit the bad kitty cat.
With 46 shorts from the birth of Tom and Jerry
Let me have it.
through the first year of their theatrical success. Tom and Jerry, the Spotlight Collection, the premiere volume on DVD. In addition to all their very first short films, Tom and Jerry are bringing amazing DVD extras. Like a behind-the-scenes listen to a cartoon music scoring session. See Jerry dance with Gene Kelly and Tom and Jerry swim with Esther Williams.
I'm a nervous wreck.
Tom and Jerry, the Spotlight Collection, the premiere volume on DVD.
Hey, what you cooking? You are stupid.
And be sure to look for other classic animation collections from the Warner Home Video Library.
Man, you could get anything on DVD these days.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Did you not hear the audio?
The audio said Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
No.
You gotta go back and rewatch that.
You know what? I was concentrating a lot on the spelling. 46 storts.
Yeah.
Did you
But
guys notice that?
No, I missed that. I was horrified when they
For the
said
first
Tom and
time
Jerry
ever
were-
on
Listen,
DVD.
46 storts. Why?
They've been the one cat and mouse team that every home would welcome.
Absolutely!
Now, go back to the beginning
You hit the bad kitty cat.
with 46 shorts from the birth of Tom and Jerry
Let me have it.
through the first year of their theatrical success.
There you go.
Tom and Jerry, the Spotlight Collection.
You're out. I totally missed that. They're talking about Tom and Jerry.
Somebody must have.
Somebody put that together.
Made that up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody who was dyslexic.
No, because if you watch there's one scene where he explodes. You hear Tom and Jerry's, Tom screaming.
Yeah,
so they lined up the audio to this.
Yeah,
this is a fan-made thing.
Completely incorrect.
Wild.
That, for comedic value, I think is in line with what we're talking about. All right. So once again, guys, before I show the final video, 1966 to 1973, 13 years as a child. Think about it. Okay, fine. I was around in 66. So let's say if I started watching this, during day one of its inception, my God, I've been seeing it for 13 years after that. And that's a long time for one cartoon. Okay, for one cartoon. I think Scooby-Doo, I think, went longer. But that's just the way it went down during those times. I didn't show anything from Tweety Bird and Sylvester, all of the two other shows that were shown during the Roadrunner show, because I really wanted to concentrate mainly on Roadrunner and Coyote. We can cover Tweety, Sylvester, and other shows later on down the road because there's enough room for them to come around. That was my last one. I'm going to show. Well, actually, I'm going to show you my last one now. But I just wanted you guys to know. Oh, okay. Do the math. Quick. Do the math.
Math is hard this morning.
You're old, Mike. My God, you're old. But anyway, so here is my third one, and it's pretty much in salute with the Roadrunner continuing on, but basically joining up with another popular cartoon character to actually create their own show. And I love the music to this. I love the lyrics to this. And I want you guys to, and I'm sure you do remember this because I'll never forget this show. Here we go.
The Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Show.
Overture, cut the lights. This is it, the night of nights. No more rehearsing and nursing a part. We know every part by heart. Overture, cut the lights. This is it, we'll hit the heights. And oh, what heights we'll hit. On with the show, this is it. What heights we'll hit. On with the show, this is it.
Starring that Oscar-winning rabbit, Bugs Bunny.
And also starring my fast-feathered friend, the Roadrunner. Meep, meep. Roadrunner. Meep, meep. The Coyote's happy. Roadrunner. Meep, meep. If he catches you, you're through. Roadrunner. Meep, meep. The Coyote's after you. Roadrunner. If he catches you, you're through. That Coyote is really a crazy clown. Meep, meep. When will he learn that he never can mow him down? Meep, meep. Poor little Roadrunner never bothers anyone. Meep, meep. Running down the road, his idea of having fun. Meep, meep.
The Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Show.
All right, and just to put a cherry on top of that, the theme song was written and performed by a young lady by the name of Barbara Cameron. Okay. Barbara Cameron, back in the day, created that song, and it is an incredible song. It's something that it's one of those theme songs that you're humming along for no reason. You're sitting.
Now it's stuck in my head.
You're sitting in a stall in the men's room or the ladies' room, and people coming in are hearing the theme music from, and if they're really, really cool people, they'll join in.
Yeah.
The singing. All right. So that was my show on the Roadrunner show. Doing back-to-back shows is hard on, our entire team here. Doing Classic Television SmackDown. We prepped this stuff the week before. You think we'd have them all bottled up and stacked in the corner somewhere just to pull out and say, hey, let's do this show. No, we have to, we take a little bit of brain time and think up what we want to do for our next show.
No, we're faking it. We're faking it.
We're faking it. And this is, believe it or not, this is just something that we do as a hobby. We're not pros at this. We don't consider ourselves pros. We'll always consider ourselves amateurs. But in all, fairness to, my team alone, we're damn good at what we do. And I'm hoping with the help of you guys, you spread the word that, Terry over there in Ireland, hope work was great. You got to watch this, man. You'll love it. Good to see you at least popping up from overseas. Hope you're safe over there, by the way, and doing well. But once again, I like I said, what we do is not easy. And I think Rose got a taste of it when she had the host. And I love it because it's kind of hard to explain to people what actually we do to put these shows together and to have an actual team member. She puts her own shows together, but the way we do our Saturday morning cartoon shows, there's a lot of work. There's a lot of
maneuvering, and it can get kind of hairy.
And the research before the show is also long.
It is.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not like we just pop in here and just have all this stuff. Oh, here we go. I mean, it takes a week to put a show together.
Sure. There's a lot of information out there, information that we borrow, of course.
Yeah.
We can rewrite everything that we found, online, but these people put, time and effort, and my hat's off to them. We want to just say it the way they said it because it's the perfect way of bringing about, but then we put our own little additives into it as well to kind of,
when I did the cereal show, for the Saturday morning, for the cereals that we all ate, there was one page I went to exclusively, and we gave them credit when we at the end of the show. Yeah. So we do give credit for our research, other than like Wikipedia and YouTube.
Yeah. We try to. We can't remember everyone's names and whatever, because I know this is in stone now, and anybody in the world can go back to these and goes, hey, wait a minute, they didn't even mention me, Yeah. We try to, and it takes a while to do that, but it is hard work. Saturday morning cartoons obviously is our passion. When I recruited these two, there was no interview process. It was basically, hey, come on, why don't you guys help me out with this? And you can see they blossomed, and it's just incredible. So my hat's off to both Rose and Jerome for their expertise in what it is we do. And we have no plans to end this. There's still a lot of cartoons out there. And even if we do repeat shows on cartoons that we did, it's always new information. It's information you hadn't heard during the first outing of these titles, these topics that we do. So along with classic television SmackDown and Saturday morning cartoons, this is our passion. There's so much out there. And we ask that you guys, if you want to see, if you want to hear anything that you yourselves remember and that you love, drop us some hints. You're more than welcome to be a co-host of these shows. Have we had co-hosts before? But even the topics, I want to bring this up now. In 2 weeks, and that's the next classic television SmackDown, I think it's Jerome's turn. Did we say it's Jerome's turn?
Yes, it is.
Jerome's taking my turn. So yeah, we had to switch out.
Right, you're switching up, and I'm really, really interested in what he can bring up. So if you can tell us what you're going to focus on, Jerome, and I want to hear, some comments from the audience if you have any on how you feel about what Jerome's going to do.
Spy shows. In the 1960s and 70s was the Cold War. So we have spies everywhere. And and because of what's going on with Ukraine and Russia and everything else, we're entering into the second Cold War. I figured let's revisit the first Cold War a la Hollywood. Okay, so we're gonna have a lot of stuff there. I'm gonna try to find some stuff that's not so obvious. Right. We're gonna have one obvious because it is one of my favorite spy shows of all time. But the rest, I'm gonna try to find some obscure ones. There's a few obscure ones out there that you're gonna go, I don't remember ever watching this, and we're going to go with this. Okay.
Very interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Because I got spy shows going through my head right now as you speak.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, we're not going to have them all. Okay. Because there's just too many of them. See, spy shows fall into two categories. Yeah. They fall into we're going to go and steal the secrets of our enemies, or we're going to be what they call counterintelligence, which is to catch the spies here on our soil.
Right.
And so we got to sort of figure out, I got to find a balance of which way I'm going to go, and we're going to see what we can do. But it's right now I'm still in the research stage. I just started it this morning. And there's more spy shows than I thought there were.
Yeah.
And they're a lot of the really interesting ones only ran for a season.
Oh yeah, and that's worth it. I mean, I'm looking forward to at least anything in black and white that you can find.
That one's gonna be tricky, but I've got some really cute, obscure ones I want to run.
That's cool.
That I want people to see if they can remember.
Right.
And I'm gonna try to avoid things like the comedy spy stuff, like Get Smart.
Right, sure.
Okay.
And well, like I said, I'm really looking forward to that. And Rose, you're doing the next day, Saturday morning cartoons after he does the spy show. You have anything planned on yet, or is that something we need to wait for?
Oh, I'm gonna try to do some kind of spring, maybe Easter style show for Saturday morning cartoons.
God, I got the freaking music going.
I'm gonna see what I can do on that one. But what was this in reactions? Next Saturday, we're doing this month in March was the Buffy the Vampire Slayer 25th anniversary.
On Roses and Reactions.
So we're gonna be celebrating that. We wanted to do it in March, but we didn't have time, so we're doing it the 1st of April. So
excellent. April Fools,
this is a show that my daughter and I both, I love it, and then my daughter got into it. So I'm hoping everybody will come on. We're hoping this will be a big show.
Wait a minute. Did you even say the title of what you're talking about?
Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, it is that. Okay. All right.
Yeah, she did say, listen, Rose, when I was watching, when Buffy first came on and they were in the high school years, my ex-wife and I watched it, and my ex-wife was a high school English teacher.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, and then so she would look at that and kind of go, well, with the exception of them eating each other and ripping them apart limb to limb, that's pretty accurate.
I was a fan of the movie. I really was.
Oh, Christy Swanson.
Yeah.
Now, what famous Oscar-winning actor was in that one?
Oscar-winning actress. I was going to go for another actor, but not Oscar-winning. Oscar-winning actress. Actress, you say?
Actress or actor?
Actress.
Oh,
I don't know.
We're not frozen, guys.
She was in $1 Million Baby.
Jolie was in that?
No.
I got the face. I don't have the name.
I can't think of the name right now. It's blank. Yeah. I just blanked on it.
Oh yeah, you do that. I do the same thing, but it was Clint Eastwood movie you're talking about.
Yes.
Right? Oh, come on.
I'm gonna have to just look it up.
Wait a minute. Where was she in that movie?
She was one of the friends.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
she was young. She was young. All right, then while you're looking that up, what famous actor?
And there's an actor in there too that was famous too.
What famous actor had one of the most hilarious death scenes?
Oh yeah.
There you go. That was Paul Rubens, right?
Yeah, Paul Rubens had the best death scene. By the way, the actress was Hilary Swank.
Hilary Swank, yes.
Now,
right there on
who's the only actor who was on? There was an actor on this. There were two actors on this.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, there's a third. There was another actor that got an Oscar, and
it's really hard to do recall on someone you hadn't ever seen before.
Yeah. Did you know that Ben Affleck was in this movie also?
No.
And get this, Seth Green, who later was in the show.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Wow.
It's
been a long time since I've seen the movie. So.
Oh, yeah. And we got Donald Sutherland was in this, Paul Rubens, Rutger Hauer was
Rutger Hauer's that guy, yes.
David Arquette.
He was a standout.
I mean, you look at this movie, and it's sort of a who's who of 90s actors who became famous.
You know what,
Rose?
I am looking forward to your show on that because I know you're doing the series, but it'd be nice to just watch it anyway because of what came from the movie. So it'd be nice to see. So guys, Roses and Reactions, and that's next Saturday.
That's fun. It's fun watching.
Next Saturday at 7.
Okay, now wait a minute. Part of the fun of Roses and Reaction is when you two disagree. Okay, I got to admit that's half the fun. So what you're telling me is this is going to be a love fest?
Probably so, yeah.
Oh man, it's going to be boring then.
I'm willing to lay money that it's going to go south very quickly.
I'm not taking that bet because I'm with you on that one.
Okay, you can't agree. You're going to bump heads even when you do. So I know something's going to happen. No, Luke Perry was my favorite. No, Dave Martell was my favorite, you know. Well, I don't understand. How come they didn't sparkle? You know, all that kind of stuff. Hey, guys, thank you so much. We love you. We will talk to you soon. Next week, not Friday, next Saturday. We're going to go ahead and not only are we going to listen to Rose. Wait a minute. That's twice?
No?
Yeah.
He has Saturday's show.
He has Saturdays. Okay,
I have the Saturday show. I'm still working on that
Saturday
one.
morning cartoons, and
all right,
then our show at 7.
We'll know what Jerome's going to do next Saturday. In the meantime, you guys watch your cartoons, eat your cereal, and respect your moms.
I'm GW Pomager.
I'm Dina Marie.
I'm Sage Ia.
I'm Thomas Carter Rochester.
Hey, I'm David Thompson.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Mia.
Hi, I'm Mark.
Hey there, this is Dave Adams.
Hi, I'm Rosemary Rose.
Jerome Conner here.
Hey guys, it's Josh Bauer.
It's Willow Schuyler.
I'm Cosplay Michael.
Abba. It's your boy Country.
I'm Ryan Permison.
And I'd like to ask you guys,
please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please, please, please
subscribe. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe to HWWS
Web TV.
Great bunch of people.
And don't forget to smash the bell.
Ring that bell.
Smash that bell.
Hit that bell.
Hit the bell to be notified.
Hit the bell to get notified of new shows
and videos.
You're going to want to do that, so do that soon. So we can cross that